Good evening, everyone. 11:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this, what is it? Thursday, February 13th, 2025. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I want to update my audience on a medical emergency we had earlier. That is why I was not live at 6 p.m. My son, he's okay now, but a very stressful and probably the most scariest moment I've been through in my 41 years. My son got his G-tube. We had to change it out today. And after we did his feeding, he ended up vomiting. But as he was vomiting, it kind of got lodged in his throat as it was coming up. And he basically went completely blue. I was losing my son. And unfortunately, I'm CPR and AED certified for many years. So I know how to handle that situation. So I did everything I could. I got it to come out. It was very scary. We didn't know if we had put the G-tube in wrong, but that turned out we did it absolutely correct. So it was just a scary moment. So I had them call 911 while I was getting his throat cleared. And by just putting him in the right position and, hitting the back of his neck area to get an obstruction out. And it was just, it was from his feeding. So it came up. We may have fed him too early after the, they don't know because it just happens sometimes. But we rushed him by ambulance just to make sure everything was okay after, because he was done. He was like dying on me. Like literally went limp. His whole face was blue. It was a very scary moment. But if anything, I only know how to share my experience with my audience so you guys can get a better idea of who I am. So that happened. We had our other kids here. My stepkids. They went back to their dads because as that was going on. But my son is okay. He checked out. All of his vitals ended up being good. By the time we were in the ambulance, he was coming back. Like his vitals were all good. His color was coming back. I got the obstruction from the throw up and stuff that was in his throat out. And it was just the throw up. And once it came out, his body, he was able to take a breath. He was able to get back to himself. Took a few hours because I was in shock, basically. I was and I wasn't because I couldn't believe it was. I could believe it was happening because it happens with kids. But it's just in the moment it happened, it's crazy. We both had a vibe, me and Julie, something was wrong. So we kept pacing back and forth by his door, and I just happened to catch it as it was happening. So I just want you all to know everything's okay. Sometimes, though, for me, I have to talk about it to get past it. So hopefully I didn't bother anybody. But I wanted to update you on what's going on. Now, it wouldn't be right for me to just come on here and talk about that because I'd like to leave it with the XRP. So you guys can comment how you want. But just know my son's doing good. He's up right now. He's in good spirits. We're just cleaning off some of his stuff because we have to clean some of the house. But he's in really good spirits right now. He checked out good in the hospital. Everything was good. And yeah, so fortunately, could have been much worse. But because of understanding how to work with things like that and being trained for many years, it definitely paid off. I've had a few instances in my life where if I wouldn't have known that, the people around me would have died. So very fortunate the man upstairs gave me the ability to understand that. So with that being said, XRP broke out of a descending wedge. We have a technical target at $3.27. Right now, we were able to back test what looks like a little symmetrical triangle that formed outside of that break out of the descending wedge. Now what we're going to want to do in the 2-hour time frame here to continue pushing on, we want to push past this 200-day at $2.58. And then we'll be open to that $2.79. And overall, we have that technical target at $3.27. So just pay attention to that. And as long as we don't fall below $2.42, we are in great shape. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Please hit that like button. I'm going to go back with my son. I hope this update at least lets you guys understand what's going on. We'll talk about it more in the morning. And then I'm sure we'll get into it more tomorrow night in the live. So thank you all for being a very important part of my life. I treat you all like family. So being family, you need to know what's going on my end. So have a blessed evening. Give your kids an extra big hug for me tonight. Don't forget to give thanks to your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who called on me to go to church on Sunday and light a candle, ironically, when I was praying. So that's what I'll do on Sunday. But stay humble, show humility, and just be thankful for everything we have in this moment.